Welcome to today's lesson. Okay, I know most of you may be quite tired from school. You know, you had pretty much a full day from school, right? After not attending school for about 7-8 weeks, thereabout. Okay, so thank you for joining us. Okay, let me just go through our rules again. Remember, just one person speaks at a time, obviously. It's me and the other person, right? Unless you did not mute your mic, okay? Remember, at all times, remember to mute your mic. If you have answered a question and have said, thank you very much, that's your cue to turn it off because sometimes we can hear each other, yeah, in the background. Okay, remember, turn off all your web cameras as much as possible. Avoid putting pictures because it can be quite distracting. Okay, and of course, let's practice some respect for each other. Okay, that being said, let's go through today's questions. Please go download your PDFs, okay, if you haven't already done so. We're going through our grammar MCQs. Okay, grammar, editing, as well as composition for today. Okay, that being said, I would like to hear some of your ideas for composition because I told you before, I want to hear you speak, right? Okay, so that will be our speaking element for today in terms of interaction. All right, now let's go through the grammar MCQs. Okay, I'm going to have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, very good. We have 10 students to volunteer for the answers. Okay, so anybody wants to answer? Okay, Gayatri. I just have students who love to speak. Are very good, no? Okay, wait, hang on. I'm just going to go down the list, okay, because I see people putting up their hands. So we have Celine, we have Shalene. Okay, then we have Victoria. The moment I call your name, please put down your hand. Okay, I have Natalie. Okay, I've got Brandon Lim. I actually quite like my handwriting. A bit scribbly. Victoria can put her hand, Brandon Lim down, Natalie down. Anybody else wants to volunteer? Yes, I have Chloe. And of course, I have my ardent fan, Shriram. Oops. So thick skin, right? What to do? Okay, two more, come on. Give it to me. Brenna, right? With the smiley face. Okay, and one more. Okay, oopsie. One more. Anybody else? Not to volunteer. I've given Gayatri and Chloe opportunities already. Anybody else wants to volunteer? We have one more student. Brandon Lim already got. You already have. Everything you already got. Oh my gosh. You already have questions to answer. Shriram as well. If not, I'm gonna pick. I will pick. I'll pick Gauri. Oopsie. Gauri has a smiley face, right? Yeah, okay. All right, now we'll go back. Okay, so students, when you are answering me, please remember the format that I want you to answer me in, right? You read out the entire question first, okay, with the blank, and then you put in the answer, you tell me the answer, and then you tell me where you get the clues from. Okay, because it is very important that I know how you actually got the answer. All right, students, that being said, can we have the first student? We have Gayatri, right? Okay, come, darling, let's go.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, hi.
Okay. Nobody in class blank plays playing soccer. They prefer playing basketball. Nobody in class enjoys playing soccer. They prefer playing basketball.
Okay, so for this one, nobody in class, you said enjoys, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's sorry, I couldn't hear the S. Is it the one with S or without S? A or B?
B.
B. Okay, why do you say that?
Because there are many people in one class.
Okay, because they say they, right? Okay.
Yeah, they.
But how do we know that this has a S?
I'm not sure.
Okay, basically, because it's nobody, so nobody is grouped as singular. Okay, and how do we know that it is current? This is present tense, right? How do we know that it's present tense? You want to find a clue in the sentence that tells you that it's present tense?
Playing soccer.
Correct, okay, but in this case, they prefer. So it's at present moment. Prefer is present tense, right? So that's how we get the clue for the enjoys.
Yeah.
You get it so far? Can?
Yeah.
Okay, good job, Gayatri. Thank you for sharing. Okay, now Wei Ping will oops, Celine. Sorry, I'm very used to reading out the entire sentences. You can say, okay, Celine.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Wei Ping will accompany my sister and Blank to the library on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is Wei Ping will accompany my sister and me to the library on Friday.
Okay, so why do you think it's me?
Because us and myself doesn't make sense. So there's only I and me.
Mm-hmm.
So I take away the my sister and I in the sentence and then read out to see which one would make sense.
Mm-hmm. Very good. That's exactly what I was going to say. So basically what we call my sister N is the distractor, right? So you cover it. So my Wei Ping will accompany me to the library on Friday. So the answer should be C. Very good understanding, Celine. Keep it up. Okay, thank you very much, dear. All right. Now, students, I like how she started off with, can you hear me? Okay, so always ask if so, always check whether you can, as in all of us can hear you first before we begin. Because sometimes all of you talk, and then nobody can hear you. So always check whether we can hear you first. Okay, that was very good etiquette. I call it online etiquette, yeah? Okay, now, Charlene, hang on, let me just find your name once again, Charlene. Okay, come there, let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very good. Yes, can hear you.
Kenneth Blank's bag had been taken to the lost and found counter, was relieved. His homework was in it. I chose D.
Okay, is there any reason why?
Because the bag belongs to Kenneth.
Very good. So this is sort of like a possessive noun, right? Okay, so whose is actually describing something that belongs to somebody else. In this case, the bag that belongs to Kenneth, right? So Kenneth, whose bag had been taken to the lost and found counter because the bag belongs to him. Very good. Thank you so much for sharing, Shirley. Okay, good job. All right, students. Now, question 4, we have Victoria. Where are you, baby girl? Hang on. Okay, come, let's go, Victoria.
The postman delivered the parcel this morning, didn't he? I chose C.
Okay, very good. Is there a reason why you chose C?
Because he's asking a question, question mark.
Okay,
and then
so
he delivered the parcel this morning.
Okay, so usually this is what we call a question tag kind of question. Okay, so because it's a question tag, right, the ending part of the sentence over here has to be the complete opposite of here. So can you just share with me what is the form of the verb that has been used here? So if we were to break it up, is what deliver? The postman did or do, for example. Is it do or did deliver, right? That's why when we have the question, it is actually didn't, because it has to be the opposite, right? So when we say he delivered, means he did deliver it. If you were to convert it to past tense, that's why it's delivered, right? Correct?
Correct.
Understand so far?
Yes.
Can? Okay, so that's why your answer is correct. Thank you very much for sharing, Victoria.
Miss
Didn't
Indra?
hear. Yes, sweetie.
Can you change my name to Victoria and a smiley face behind?
You sure? Let me find your name first. Your name very long, no?
Yeah.
And this is what your school account, is it? Okay, can do with a smiley face. You want a smiley face with a nose or without a nose?
No.
No nose, Okay, you see whether that can?
Can.
Can, Alright, thank you, darling. Okay, good job. Now, question 5. Okay, Natalie, let's have Natalie. Where are you? Okay, come, let's go, dear.
Timothy is a hardworking boy who always blanks his homework without fail.
So what do you think the answer is?
Complete.
With S or without S?
With S.
With S. Okay, can you share with us why you think it has an S?
Timothy is a singular.
Very good. Okay, so he's actually a singular noun, right? Excellent. Okay, but then, right, there's this word always over here. So shouldn't that make it without S? Natalie, are you still there, sweetie?
Yes.
Okay, so if there's the always over there, so shouldn't it become without S? Okay, relax. I'm just disturbing you. Actually, you're right. Okay, it is complete. The always is there to distract you. That's about it. And I wanted to make sure that you knew of this. Okay, you have to be very sure that even if there's a always over there, the S still remains because it is a singular noun. Good job. Okay, as long as you understand that. Just because Miss Indra asked you doesn't mean that you're wrong, no? Okay, I just want to make sure that you are very you know this rule very well. Okay, Natalie?
Okay.
Good job. Okay, now well done. We have Brandon. Where are you, Brandon? Okay.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Whoa. Yes, we can hear you. Good job.
Helen Blank has taken her medicine. I'm not too sure. I'll go and ask her now, I told my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Helen must have taken her medicine. I'm not too sure.
Okay, so can you share with me? Can you share with me why do you think it's must? Okay, let me draw your attention to a clue, okay? Allow me to do that. Now, I am not too sure. So if you're not too sure, do you think in terms of absoluteness, must is the correct answer? Because if you're not sure, it means that there's a possibility, correct? So if there's a possibility, do you think the answer will be must?
No.
So if you could change your answer, what would you change it to?
Me, I'll change it to
Remember, I'm not too sure. I'll go and ask her now. Could, right? Because there is a chance that she did or she didn't take the medicine. Now you understand why it's could?
Yep.
Can? Okay, very good job, Brandon. Okay, I like how you process the thoughts. Okay, keep it up. Keep up. Which school are you from, sweetheart?
ACS Junior.
I can tell. I can so tell. And which level are you in?
E5.
Okay, keep up with the good work. I'm sure you do well next year, as in for your PSLE. Okay? All right, talk to you soon. Okay, thank you, sweetie. Okay, now Chloe Kwan, hang on, sweetheart, where are you? Okay, let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
The spectators gasped in horror when they saw the athlete what in the front of the finish line.
Oopsie, sorry.
Wait, let me think.
Okay, while you're thinking, okay, sweetheart, just take note of the word athlete, right? It's not athlete because there's no E. Be careful, sweetie. Okay, because sometimes we always add in the E, so it's athlete. It's just 2 syllables.
Okay.
Okay, just take note of that. Okay, sorry to distract you. Yes, okay, come, let's go back to the question. When they saw the athlete, what in front of the finish line? Okay, the clue, let me just help you a little bit, yeah? When they saw the athlete. So I give you another example of a sentence, okay? I saw Chloe what the apple. Is it eat or ate the apple? Which word do you think will fit in? I saw, this is past tense. So at that time that happened in the past, was she at present moment eating or was it something in the past again?
The past.
Okay, so hang on. Think about it. Just think about it, okay? I saw Chloe at that time when I saw, what was she doing? She was eating, right? So if she was eating at that time, is it present or past? I saw her, I witnessed her doing it, no? So is it present or past?
Present.
Correct. So I saw Chloe eat the apple. So it's at that time she was eating. Right? If not, how do I see? Correct or not? You understand what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
So if we were to use the same kind of example in this question, the spectators gasped in horror when they saw the athlete
fall.
Very good. When they saw the athlete fall, because at that point of time, if they were to witness it, it has to be in present. How can they witness something of the past? Doesn't make sense. You understand what I mean? So all these things are happening at that time when they had seen the action. You understand?
Okay.
Okay, so whenever you get this kind of question, you must remember what I just taught you. Okay? At that time, that specific time frame. So the answer should be A, fall in front of the front line. Okay, darling? Can get it, Okay, good job. Okay, now, thank you so much. Now, okay, Sri Ram, where are you? Okay, sweetie, come.
I can talk again.
Yes, you can talk a lot.
So you know the funny thing, I mean like the previous question, the question 7, you were like giving an example about an apple. I was eating an apple just now.
Oh, very good. Why don't okay, you can't turn on your video. Okay, you should not turn on your video, but that's good. Okay, darling, back to the question. You number one, point. No, I'm very worried about your composition. Okay, next time, later, wait, hang on. Wait, stop. Later during your composition, I want to hear your idea. I'm very worried that you go out of point. Okay? Come, let's go.
We were told to stay dash the classroom when it rained. We were told to stay in the classroom when it rained.
Are you sure?
Told to stay. Yes.
Are you very sure? Why is it in?
In the class. So because it was raining and you cannot stay out and just get wet.
But there's no out also, what?
So but then the answer is A.
How do you know the answer is A?
Because you're trying to trick me.
But you can say stay at the classroom. Why cannot stay at the classroom?
You say stay at the classroom, that means you're going to stay there forever.
My evil laughter. Actually, you're right. Okay, it is stay in the classroom simply because your preposition for this, you have to be inside the classroom to protect yourself from the rain. Okay, so you're actually correct. I tried to trick you. Yes.
Why is such an evil teacher? You're trying to trick me.
So, if I'm so evil, why you keep wanting to talk to me?
Don't answer the question.
Okay, chalo. Thank you, CD, for answering the question. And for remaining steadfast in your answer, which shows that you are clearly very familiar with your prepositions. Okay, keep it up.
Can I also talk with a few other questions? Yeah,
No,
like the
you
next
do later.
section.
Okay. Uncle, can you give other people a chance? I tell you, you're like the DJ down here, no? See, nobody wants to listen to you already. How like that? Okay, sweetie, you come and talk to me later during your composition, okay? Okay, thank you, Shriram. Okay, Brenna, where are you, sweetie? Where is your name? Brenna. Ace. Okay, I was hearing something. Okay, Brenna, come.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. My parents bought me a new set of uniform after I blanked mine. I chose had outgrown.
Okay, you want to share with us why?
Cause I is singular. It's also past tense. But past tense.
Okay, very good. Just to help you sort of furnish your knowledge about past tense, whenever you say had outgrown, right? Excuse me. When you say had outgrown, means at a certain point of time, this action happened in the past, right? If you didn't outgrow your uniform, would they have bought you a new uniform? No. Correct. So because of this, you need to remember the timeline that is happening. Okay, so remember past tense, present tense, all got to do is timeline. Okay, in this case, they bought you a new set. So okay, let's just draw a timeline. Okay, so you outgrow uniform, right? Okay, and then they bought you a new set. Okay, so whenever it's something that you know that happened in the past, it's always had something because it's past participle. At that point of time, you had outgrown, therefore they bought you a new set. That's how we tell. Ken, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Brenna. Good job. Okay, now, last question we have Gary. Is it Gary? Yes, I think so. I can't even read my handwriting. But the smiley face should be her. Okay, Gary. Hi, sweetie. Yes, I can. Thank you.
Blank Zulkifli's phobia of heights. He went for rock climbing at the primary 5 camp. I chose despite.
Okay, I got two questions for you, okay? Firstly, can you share with us the meaning of phobia? What do you think the meaning of phobia is?
It's like the person is scared of that specific thing.
Very good. Okay, you can see he's scared of heights or he's very fearful, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. The second question I have is, can you explain to us why you chose the word despite?
Because like even though he's scared of it, he still did it.
Okay, he still did it. Okay, so in this case, is there a reason? So, despite is actually a preposition, right? So in this case, even though he was afraid, But the key word here is what? The clue is that he went for it, even though he's afraid of height. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Your explanation actually is pretty clear. Okay, it cannot be unless, because unless is a condition, right? However, is a contrasting effect, and no matter is an explanation. Okay, so despite shows that even though there's one thing happening, but he still went to carry on to do it. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Okay, now these are the answers for those of you who need it. All right, now we'll go on to the second practice for today before we have a short break before we go on to our composition. Okay, are we in good time now? Yes, we are. Okay, it's okay. We should be able to finish this in about 15 minutes. Okay, so just some editing tips, right? Okay, we'll read through the whole passage first. I'll get your help to actually read through a couple of paragraphs. Okay, and of course we'll look at the errors, whether they're spelling, their grammar, or punctuation. I see hands going up already. Okay, I see a Brian, which I've not seen. Okay, second student to read would be students who want to read. Just raise your hand. Okay, I'll just try to see unfamiliar names and then I'll. Okay, now there's like too many. Oh. Okay, Celine. And then we have. I'm trying to give those who are in primary 6 actually. Charlene. And I love the way I write G and Y. I think it's so pretty. Okay. Okay, come, let's go, Brian. So just read out to me the paragraphs, including the original words itself. Like for example, even if they make a mistake, right? Just read it out, okay? And we'll correct the words later. Okay, I'll get students to correct the words later. Okay, come, Brian. Are we ready? Let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sweetheart, I can hear you.
Songkran is a water festival which takes place in Thailand. It falls on the month of April and usually lasts 3 days. It is one of the most important events in Thailand, as it is also the traditional Thai New Year. Water play a major role in the festival. Thai people believe that the water washes away bad luck from the previous year.
Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, just to take note, yeah, Brian, when you're reading, right, sweetie, try to make sure you follow the punctuations. If there are punctuations, right, then you pause there for a while. Because currently what I'm hearing is that all the sentences are joined together, which makes it a little bit quite difficult for the examiner to actually listen. Okay, can do?
Okay.
Thank you, sweetie. Okay, now, Celine, where are you, baby girl? Okay, come, Celine.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
The Thai people prepare for the new year by carrying out spring cleaning of their homes, schools, and offices. Family members will definitely return home to spend their time with their loved ones, no matter what busy they are.
Okay, thank you. That was very clear, very intonated. If there's such a word, I think there should be such a word. Okay, and your pitch was quite good. Okay, keep it up. All right, Celine? Thank you, dear. Charlene with a smile. Come, CD, let's go. Charlene.
Many families wake up early during the Songkran and visit temples. They bring offerings such as food or listen to monks as they preach. Young people show their gratitude and respect to their elders in a, how do you read this word?
Where? Sorry? Yeah, as in a
Elder-
sacred ritual.
Ritual.
Yeah.
This ritual involves pouring of scented water on their hands and give them new clothes. The Thai people splash water on themselves in the hope that these
Rituals. Oops, sorry.
rituals will bring plenty of rain in the New Year.
Oh, okay. In this this is actually practice. Sorry, I was looking at this. I thought it was this. Okay, so sacred, right, students, actually mean highly valued and important, basically, in this case. Okay, so because of that, right? Okay, it's a ritual that is highly valued and respected, actually. Okay, so this is actually practice. It's clearly a spelling error. All right, thank you, Shalene, for reading. Okay, now Gayatri. Okay, come, sweetie, let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Many tourists which visit Thailand during this festival have the opportunities to watch
Over here.
to watch traditional performances, taste local delicacies, and take part in local sports activities. This festival offers a lot of
excitement
while welcoming the traditional Thai New Year. It is no wonder that Thais and visitors alike look forward to this special festival.
Thank you. I know all of you are shaken by all the weird spellings, right? I can tell. It's like, what? What is this word? Okay, but good job. Thank you all for reading. Okay, now we'll go through the answers. Okay, I'm just going to pick students to share with me the answers. All right, so I'll read out the passage. Okay, Songkran is a water festival which takes place in Thailand. It falls on, okay, so the error is of course on, right? The month of April. Anybody wants to volunteer the answer for me? Hang on, let me just... Anybody wants to volunteer the answer? Okay. Okay, Shiram. It falls the month of April. I thought I unmuted you.
Wait, can I see if my chat is blocking? Falls on the month of April.
So the answer starts with a D. Oopsie.
Okay, can you give me a little more clues because I cannot even read the first letter. Don't you know what it is?
It's D. It falls the month of April. So if a date falls what? Okay, it's during.
Okay.
Okay, the month of April. You want to try the next one? The next one is not to give. The next one is actually easy. Water, a major role in the festival. So water, singular noun. So it should be water what?
Is a major role in the festival.
It's the same word, but just a subject-verb agreement problem. So if it's singular, it should be water. Plays a major role in the festival. Okay,
place.
now place. Okay, so the third question I also want you to try. Okay, the Thai people believe. Now this is
how
a spelling error.
Am I going to try?
3, because you need to get it right. Hello.
Just because you want me to talk and I'm so talkative, doesn't mean I'm asking about 3 questions.
No, it's because you're in primary 6 and I'm worried.
Oh my god! Just wish I was born later.
Well, I could use a response that I usually use in school, but I won't use it. Okay, now the Thai people believe. How do we spell believe, Judy?
Use it.
Spell it.
B.
How spell believe?
Okay.
Sorry, Judy? I can't hear you.
E-L-I. B-E-L-I-E-V-E.
Yeah, believe. Very good. Okay, so the Thai people believe it's plural, right? That's why it's believe without the S. Believe that the
one
Thai...
question.
Yep.
Is that all the questions you're going to give me?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, chalo. See you. Thank you for answering, Shiram. Okay. Now, the rest of you, I hope you're following. Okay. Thank you for listening to me talk to him. Oops. Okay, question 4. Anybody wants to try out for me this answer? Okay, Victoria. So hang on, let me read the questions, okay? Family members will, okay, so this is a spelling error, right? Definitely return home to spend time with their loved ones. Definitely. How do we spell that, sweetheart?
D-E-F-I
Definite. N.
N-I.
Net. N-I-T.
T-E-L-Y.
Good job, definitely. Well done. Okay, so this is how you spell definitely. Do you want to try the next question?
Yes.
Okay, definitely return home to spend time with their loved ones, no matter what busy they are. So this is a clue I'll give you. Usually when I talk about my compose, if you watch my lesson, right? Okay, you have 5 W's and 1 H.
Yes.
So which
how,
one?
How?
Yeah, very good. Okay, how busy they are. Good job, Victoria. Keep it up. Okay, very good. Okay, now the next page. Okay, who wants to try this for me? Okay, let me get Chloe. Okay, Chloe, sweetheart, let me just read out the passage. Okay, many families wake up early during Songkran and visit temples. They bring offerings such as food, listen to monks as they preach. So it's usually a dual kind of action. They bring food, listen to monks. Instead of all, what's the answer?
Wait, let me see. And
very good, because it's 2 actions, right? They bring food and listen to monks as they preach. Okay, you try for me all the questions, okay, here, because I need you to do a little bit more practice. Can?
Sure.
Okay, don't worry, I'll guide you. Young people show their gratitude. Now this one is a spelling error, so can we just correct the spelling? How do you spell gratitude? Okay, let me help you. G-R.
A.
Very good. T-tude.
T.
Very good. T.
T.
Yeah.
U.
Excellent.
D-E.
Excellent. Very good. Gratitude. So if you're not sure how to spell, you just go by the phonics, okay? Now, gratitude and respect to their elders in a sacred ritual. This ritual involves pouring of scented water on their hands and what them new clothes. Now, let me teach you a trick for this. It is paralleling the language, okay? What does it mean by paralleling the language? So if this is pouring with an ing, this word should also have an ing. Excellent. Okay, you got it. Okay, so you want to help me out with this?
Giving.
Very good. And giving. So giving got G at the back? G-I-V, is there a E? Sorry, God, it says G at the back. Is there a E at the back?
No.
No, so there's no E. We take away the E. Okay, thank you, darling. The Thai people splash water on themselves in the hope that this practice. Now, how do we spell practice?
P.
R.
C.
Okay.
T. I-S-E.
Okay, is it S or C?
S.
Okay, let me explain to you what is the difference. Okay, we always get tricked by this, right? Okay, so practice, students, listen up. This is serious stuff. Practice versus P-R-A-C-T-I-S-E. Now, what is the confusion here? C is the noun. Okay, what is a noun? Noun is a subject. So, for example, I say, right, I hate to do maths practices. Because maths practices is a noun, we use the C. Okay, but let's say my teacher tells me to practice more math questions. Practice, which is a verb, is an S. Remember, when you need to work your ass off, right? Okay, it's an S because it's a verb, it's an action word. Okay, so in this case, let's read through the sentence. You tell me whether it's a C or S. Okay, Chloe? The Thai people splash water on themselves in the hope that this practice. So is it a noun or is it a verb?
A noun.
Noun. So do you think it should be S or C?
C.
C. Very good. Now, do you understand why or not? This is very important because they will test you this kind of funny question during PSLE. They love to trick you all. It's so easy but yet so difficult. Correct? So I need you to remember this, okay, sweetie? You understand now?
Yeah.
Can I? Okay, very good job. Thank you for sharing with us your answers, okay? Good job, Chloe. Now, the last set of 3 questions, okay, I only want students. Let me explain to you my rationale for trying to pick the P6s, okay, because it's a very important year for them. So if you're P6, please volunteer yourselves, okay? I need to go through it more so with you. I'm worried about you guys. Okay, so only P6s, please volunteer answers. I know some of your real ages, so if you're not P6, I'm not going to pick you. Okay, okay, Nachika.
Opportunity.
Okay, wait, slow down. Okay, let me read out the answer first, okay? Because we have one for 10 which is missing, right? Okay. Many tourists which visit Thailand. So the answer for 10 would be many tourists. Remember your 5 W's, 1 H, so this one is one of the W, right? Is it for human beings? Do we use which?
No, we use who.
Very good. So many tourists, the answer should be who, all right? Thank you. Who visit Thailand during this festival have the what? When we're talking about the, we're referring to specifically, let me change my ink color. We're referring to specifically one, right? So in this case, if it's specifically one, will be what? Is it opportunities or without the S? Have the, yes, sweetie? Nachike? Nachike? Hello? Nachike? Nachike?
Opportunity.
Yes, very good. Opportunity. Okay, sweetie, don't mute yourself first, because you have to answer the questions on the page. So you have to answer 12 also, okay? Okay, so this is how you spell opportunity. Is it correct or not? Did I make a spelling mistake? Javian, your web camera.
No,
Is it correct or is it wrong?
it's correct.
It's correct, are you sure? Opportunity. It's correct, ah?
Yes.
Okay, very great. Good job. Okay, now, this festival offers a lot of excitement while welcoming the traditional Thai New Year. Excitement. How do you spell excitement, sweetheart? You wanna?
Excitement.
Very good. Your spelling is very good, Nachika. Keep up with the good work. Okay, thank you very much for sharing your answers, all of you. Okay, now these are the answers, okay? And now we'll go for a 3-minute break. Just nice, it's 5:12. We'll come back at 5:15. We'll start going through our compositions. For those of you who don't need a break, okay, please just look at the composition PDF question. Start thinking in your head what storylines you want. Okay, later I'll pick maybe 2 or 3 students to share with me what kind of storyline they want. Okay, and I will try to pick the P6s. You all know why. Not that I want to be biased, okay, but because you have a major exam at the end of the year. All right, students, go for a break. Chalo, I'll see you all soon. I know, I'm trying to play a song. Okay, students, hang on, don't stress me out. Let me see whether I... Okay, wait, let me share. gotta stop it for a while and it comes back to me. Sorry to interrupt all your. I bet all of you were like dancing. I was. Okay, now we'll come back to the lesson. Okay, wait, hang on. Let me stop sharing my computer. Okay, that being said, all right. How many of you are back? All of you should be back, right? I tell you, this boy cannot understand English, no? Javian, you want to show us all your face, right? You want me to spotlight you? You want me to show everybody you is it? No, I'm not going to. Don't please turn it off. If not, I'm going to throw you out. Okay, and I'm really serious about it. All right, okay, let's come back and we'll do our compositions. No, not you, Brandon. The song was Senorita. Can't remember who that is by, but yeah. Hang on, I think you can just Google it, right? Okay, let me think. I want to tell you guys something. Okay, never mind. Let's go through the composition. Okay, so the topic for today's composition is a celebration. Okay, remember there are 3 different pictures for you to take a look at, right? Okay, there will be the cake, of course. There will be the little car, and ouch, somebody falls down. Okay, so the 3 questions, okay, the 4 questions in this case, right? Okay, usually for PSL, you get, I think, 2 or 3, depending on what you feel like putting in. Okay, but for this one, because I wanted to guide you a little bit more, I've given you 4 questions. So what was the celebration about? Who was involved? What happened during the celebration? And what happened in the end? Okay, so I'm just going to give you, maybe I'll pick 2 students to share with me, all right, what your storyline is, okay, and what you think can actually be written. Okay, anybody wants to share me? Okay, very good. My 2 P6s. Okay, so Shriram will get you first. Can you share with me what your storyline is, sweetheart? Shriram? Shriram?
Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Something wrong. Hello.
Shriram?
Hello. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, come share with me.
I got a question.
Again?
No, I mean, no, because only got like the screen. I mean, there's only somebody's name on my screen. It's called Chloe Kwan.
Yeah, Chloe is another student. Just now I was talking to her, what?
She's like on my screen. I mean, her name is on my screen.
Her name is also on my screen. What are you talking about? Hello, uncle.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, okay. Anyway, yes.
Can I read the questions first?
Okay, Celine, I accept your storyline, okay? Because some of you are chatting with me and you're telling me your storyline in the chat, which is good. Okay, can you share with me? Shriram, what's your storyline? Cepat. Come on.
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know? If you are given this composition to write, you tell me you don't know. I bish bash you, I tell you.
What is the picture? No picture. Oh, there.
I really gonna bish bash you, no? A celebration. So you have a cake, you have a little toy car, and you have someone who fall down. Okay, very good. Someone says getting a gift from my aunt. Okay, but remember, students, you need to focus on the celebration.
The car is the gift.
Okay, the car is a gift for what? What celebration is it?
Somebody's birthday.
So somebody's birthday and the person gets a car. Wow, must be a very big birthday, 21st birthday. Actually, I have friends when they were 21, which obviously means that I'm above the age of 21.
I'm 21.
No, I'm not. I mean, some of my friends, when they were 21, they received cars from their parents. What did I get? Oh God, let's not go there. Yes, but I'm above 21 for sure. Okay, Shriram, I want to hear your storyline. So what about this car?
It's a very small car.
And how are you going to relate that to the question, my dear?
I cannot understand the third picture.
It's just someone falling down. So basically, it can be like maybe when they're celebrating and then an accident happens or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's so funny.
The small car banged their leg and then it fell down.
And that is a celebration. You confirm got out of point, no. Confirm, no.
Okay.
So cute. Someone so funny. Celine said, your friends got a car and you got a toy car. I think Shriram, this is gonna happen, right?
Huh? What?
Your friends got a car and you got a toy car.
So who is Sriram? I don't know who is Sriram.
I also don't know, no, you tell me. Okay, Chalo, you got nothing else to say, is it? Besides the fact that it's like the car banged somebody. I don't know how is that celebration, but okay.
They opened the present, then they found the present was a car, then who was involved? You can see the person who fell was involved.
As in, you want to change the picture?
I mean, like, cause if the person fell, he or she was supposed to be the one who was involved.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened during the celebration?
Something must have happened, right? That obviously, you know, the peak or the climax of the story has to be that when they were celebrating, something bad in this case happened, right? And that's why there was a slight twist in the story, right? So what is the twist? You think about it. Okay, sweetie?
So I have a question. But whatever you do, don't pick Gayatri. She is not a P6, she's a P5. I know you pick her. And then you're shouting across the room.
I know, because she's your sister.
She's very bad.
Oh.
Like you.
I'm very bad too. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, Chloe, share with us.
Hello again, teacher.
Okay, Chloe.
Okay, so maybe I can say that someone's birthday and he got a toy car as he loved to play with tiny cars. And then someone arrived late, but she was rushing to the birthday party and then she fell.
Okay, so she sort of tripped over the toy car.
Yeah, because the toy car, maybe you can say that the toy car is you can control it. So maybe the boy didn't know that someone was late. So like she didn't see the tiny car and she tripped on the tiny car.
Okay, so basically the issue is that but where is the celebration date? I'm trying to understand which is the climax, because there's like quite a lot of things happening, right? So I need you to sort of focus on something.
Okay. So maybe we can focus like on the girl getting tripped. Because she's probably the main point, that the reason why she's falling down, and after that and the boy came out and he saw that the lady had fallen on the floor because of the toy car, and he was sorry about it, and next time he will be much more careful.
Okay, so the celebration bit is what? Because now you're focusing on the falling down. So your entire story actually revolves around the falling down, but I need the focus on the celebration. So how?
So after that, she was like, she got up and then she went into the boys'
house.
Yeah.
So she carried on with the celebration.
Yeah, so like she tried to walk normally.
You know, Chloe, in a very informal setting, you know what I'll tell you? This is just BS. It's bull. But okay. Okay, good effort nonetheless. Thank you for sharing. Okay, let me go through my storyline. My God, all of you storylines are all over the place. I think Circuit Breaker has like broke all your storylines. Okay, anyway, let's go through my storyline. Okay, so whose celebration was it? Where was it? How? Okay, obviously it needs to be like someone's birthday, someone's wedding, etc. Right? Okay. What preparations were done before the celebration? Okay, was there anything in particular you were looking forward to? So all these things are going to help you build up to your climax. Okay. So what happened to make the celebration even more exciting? So this is where you can say that somebody fall down, somebody trip over the toy car, someone bashed into someone, threw cake at the person, whatever, right? Okay. How do you react, and how did the people around you actually react? Okay. Now, what happened in the end, and how do you solve the problem? All right, we need to remember that, okay, because there's a problem always at the top, right? Okay, and did everyone have fun in the end? What lesson did you learn? Okay, now let me go through a story that I think could fit this theme. Okay, so we're going to start with a dialogue, right? Okay, we always know that, you know, in order to make a story a little bit more interesting, we always start with a bang. Okay, so what is the bang in this case, right, students? Let me change my pink ink color. Okay, happy 15th anniversary. My relatives burst out in glee, obviously very excited, obviously very happy to attend this function, which I don't know when we would be allowed to attend function, but yeah. Okay, rubbing their hands as my aunt brought out the magnificent looking anniversary cake. My close relatives had gathered at the function room of my condominium celebrating my parents' anniversary. So obviously the celebration of this particular instance is the parents' anniversary, okay? As my parents stepped forward holding hands, they beamed at each other, secretly mouthing the words, "We did it." You know, it's actually an achievement now to get married, and to stay married for 15 years is a really long time. It's like, oh, half my age, my gosh. Okay, now it's everyone's attention. Okay, so you know the setting. Okay, your 5 W's, 1 H has already been determined, right? Okay, you already know who was there. You know what was this function all about. Okay, you know when it happened, when it was the 15th anniversary, right? You know where it took place at, right? Condominium function room. Okay, you know why there was this function in the first place and how it was being celebrated, or was everybody came over. Okay, now as everyone's attention was diverted towards the gorgeous looking vanilla fondue cake in the shape of a blue Tiffany's box, obviously is to commemorate a ring. Okay, obviously Tiffany's is always known for like jewelry and especially rings, like wedding rings. Don't know why, for some reason people just love to give Tiffany rings. Okay, we oohed and ahed, right? Okay, all eager to try how delicious it would taste. Sometimes these cakes just look very pretty, but actually the taste is okay, my gifted aunt, who was our family's best baker, greened with pride. So it's just building it up, right? Okay, so that you see the cake and it's coming towards you. People are just dying to try it, right? They ooh and they ah. So you can actually sort of visualize all that is going on in your mind, okay? Now, green with pride as she neared the table. So she was approaching the table, right? Carefully avoiding the pile of toy cars that was lying on the ground nearby. Maybe there were lots of children, right? Lots of babies, and you know, vroom, 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 all over the place, right? So they vroom, and she vroom also lah, right? Okay, so she falls, obviously, right? Unfortunately, despite her artistic talents, because obviously when you bake something and it's got like the fondue kind of effect, right? You've got to be quite good in your art, right? I mean, you can't be like not good and then you can build that kind of thing. I can't. I'll probably push the whole cake out. So yeah. She was also known to be the clumsiest in the family. You get the tit for the tat, right? Something good and something bad, okay? Missing out on one of the small toy cars, she stepped on it. Oopsie. She stepped on it, and with a wince, the glorious cake was released from her tight grip as she fell backwards. So you can just imagine her falling, and then the cake was boom. Oops, so evil. At that moment, it was as if time stood still as we watched in horror at the series of events that followed. So, from she falls, the cake flies in the air, boop, okay, right? The perfectly crafted blue box flew in the air. That's why the font is blue, okay? It's supposed to be Tiffany's blue, right? So the perfectly crafted blue box flew in the air, spinning in a circular motion. So you can literally visualize this entire episode. It's actually quite funny. It reminds me of Mr. Bean, actually, when I look at this. Oh, oops. Everyone held their breath as the cake flew in the direction of my baby cousin. Oh no. You can actually imagine what is going to happen, right? My family gaps in horror as the cake landed with a scoot on my baby cousin's head. Okay, students, so you can imagine what is actually happening in the story. Okay, the sound effects are there, you know, the ooh, the ah, the landed with a scoot, right, on my baby cousin's head. So you can visualize it, which is what I want you to do, right? You want to start learning how to describe the story. Before my baby cousin, right, could burst out in wails, my family quickly tended to her and my aunt before she can even react, right? You catch her so she doesn't get a chance to cry. After everyone had finished cleaning up and settling down, obviously, right, with all this drama happening, right, okay, the attention was diverted back. So you got to go back to the main purpose of the story, the celebration, right, which is my parents' anniversary. The attention was diverted back to my parents. Although the atmosphere was tense and we were without a cake, my family and I managed to have a wonderful dinner to celebrate the 15 years that my mom and dad have been together. Okay, so this is basically the conclusion, right? Which shows, oopsie, right? Okay, which shows how you actually brought your attention back to the marriage, the celebration. Okay, so this is actually how we end off. Okay, now students, I know so many of you are actually laughing, which is good. Okay, this story was actually meant to tickle a little bit with some vocabulary, and you realize that we don't use like so much vocabulary that is so difficult to understand, right? It's actually a very palatable piece. Palatable means it's easy to digest. It's quite funny, you laughed as well, right? And you enjoyed the piece, very light-hearted. Right, okay? So I was trying to encourage as much as possible, learn the vocabulary from this piece. Don't worry, the PDF will be uploaded, okay? And take note of what kind of storyline you can actually use, okay? I think with COVID this year, a possible, not that I'm saying it is, okay, but I think happier composition topics will actually come up for PSL because we all need that sort of happiness. Okay, students, so that being said, okay, I've actually finished my lesson for today. Okay, I just want to highlight a quote that I saw, which I thought was really nice, besides the fact that this handwriting over here can actually rival my calligraphy. But anyway, okay, so when we have each other, okay, students, remember this, your friends, your family, all around you, we have everything. You really do not need the cars. You do not need a big home. You have everything when we have each other. Okay, remember that. Come, all of you give me a high five. Try not to fall down in the process. Okay, now, with that being said, okay, I know many of you, all of you actually have gone back to school for today, the P6s, and of course the P5s, P4s, and for those of you who are P3, right, maybe you'll go back next week. Okay, that being said, thank you very much for attending our class today. Okay, I hope you've learned something. I hope you've had a good laugh over the story. And for those of you who have chatted with me here and there, I hope you've actually enjoyed yourselves because I have. Okay, take care of yourselves, stay safe, all right, and I'll possibly see you guys next week. Anything, just drop me a text. My number is there. Okay, if you need to talk to anybody regarding any questions, etc., just have a chat with me. Okay, take care of yourselves, all right, keep smiling and have an awesome week ahead. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.